we're going to compare the shotgun with the AR-15 and point out some advantages and disadvantages of each choice. And while this might not be your first choice in a shotgun for self-defense, we thought it was a relevant choice today. So we're going to just take a couple of shots with it and see how it works. Okay, got a pocket full of shells. We're going to take a few. Let's start out with something here kind of close. One of the things we want to demonstrate is the fact that you really, in a lot of ways, actually have a rifle when you have a shotgun. Now, you're going to see me pointing at that orange 2-liter. All right, I'm going to just point at him and blow him off there. Well, I'll be darned. It didn't blow him off there. You really have to be on target with a shotgun. A lot of people think you can just turn it loose, and if there's 3 terrorists out there, you can blast them all out, and that's not necessarily the case, is it? Let's take a couple more shots. I'll go ahead and put another round in there just so we have a full magazine. 2 loads, all right? And we'll take a few shots. We'll go ahead and take this guy. I know you want to see him go, but I do have to be right on him. Let's see if we have anybody else here. Oh, there's one up there. Let's see if we can get him. All right, took him out. Let's reload it. We're in a defensive situation here now. They're shooting at me. I should be behind cover, shouldn't I? Let's take that tombstone out. Take that cowboy. Wow, look at that. Everything is right on the target. That would have been easy to miss. I'm going to aim over towards the side of that tombstone. Look at that. Felt like I was aimed right at it, and I just got a couple of pieces on it. Let's try that red target. Oh, I just got 1 pellet on it. I was actually trying to hit it, to tell you the truth. So, moral to that story is you're shooting a rifle at across the room distances. Now, that would be a big room from here to that tombstone. That's a long way. You probably don't have a room that big in your house. Let's take a couple shots while we're at it. You never know what's going to come up. I think there's a couple of pieces of cinder block on that barrel over there. Oh, I got a couple of pellets on it, believe it or not. Let's try the red plate. I don't know if I got one on that or not. Might have. So I don't know what that would have done at that distance. But you know what? I didn't have my ears on. I just realized that. That's okay. My ears need cleaning out anyway. Shotgun's a big sound. It'd be bigger in the house, wouldn't it, than out here? But it doesn't blow your ears out like an AR-15 is pretty loud. Now, the advantage is, of course, if you hit something with a 12-gauge shotgun or any gauge shotgun, just about, they're going to know it. It's going to be pretty effective. That's one big advantage, isn't it? It is definitely going to know it's been hit. But loading fast, 2 shots with this type of gun, and maybe under stress, and getting those in there, and getting it ready to go again. Dropping shells, I don't know, might not be as smooth as you would like, right? So, some advantages, some disadvantages. Let's look at the AR. A lot of people think it's an evil rifle that should not be owned, right? Well, it has some advantages, and one of those is low recoil. Let me show you something. Let me put my ears in. I definitely don't want to forget my ears with this. Easy to use. I'm just going to hold it out here as though it's a pistol. I'm just shooting into the dirt. Actually, I might even be able to, I'm going to hold it on that red plate over there. It's hard to do. I got it. Hey, a new handgun. But anyway, you can see there's just basically no recoil essentially at all with a 223 and 5.56 and an AR-15. Very comfortable to shoot. And of course, if you have a standard capacity magazine that holds 30 rounds, you also are not fumbling with reloads. So you have the option of taking your shots. You never know what the situation is going to be. Home invaders tend to come in multiples, and you might need to have more than a couple of rounds. Might be nice to be able to, let's go across the hill again. little bit easier with two hands. With a gun like this, you are more likely to be able to take care of any situation. Very low recoil, very easy to shoot well, and it's just a dream to shoot. It's very reliable, very effective. There's another target I missed. And maybe I'll even pick off that paint can there without damaging my target. Sweet gun. No problem to shoot well. And you notice I didn't even have to reload. If I did, and I had a magazine, of course, with me, I'm just sticking this in my pocket. I can just pop it in there, and I'm still in action. Okay, I'm not breaking the gun down, fumbling with shells and that sort of thing. Another advantage of it. Let's go ahead and clear it for right now. Okay, very simple to operate. Your magazine release is right there, handy. Your safety's right there, thumb safety. Very, very simple to operate. If you're a small frame person, you can adjust the stock, and just for any size person, literally, very, very versatile. And again, with a low recoil, it just doesn't matter. Anybody can shoot this firearm and not be punished by recoil and not be discombobulated or confused or knocked around. If you're someone who doesn't shoot much, that's especially important, I think. You're not used to big recoil like you get from a shotgun. That alone could add to the problem. It really could. Now, for a professional, someone who's extremely experienced in shooting, we've got to add, of course, no matter what you can have a double barrel shotgun, a single barrel shotgun maybe, an AR. You're much more likely to get yourself out of a situation, right? If you're experienced, if you're trained, if you're very, very competent with firearms. But most people probably don't fall into that category, and you don't know when the predators are going to strike. You don't know that it's going to be one guy, probably a guy, right, most of the time. You don't know that it's going to be some drugged up person that's, doesn't know what he's doing. It could very easily be 2 or 3 or more assailants, because they're looking for easy pickings. They're planning. I mean, there is a class of criminals that we don't see a lot, in the cop shows, probably even in the movies sometimes, where these people plan. They plan houses to attack. They're looking for whatever they're looking for: money, guns, jewelry, and they actually have a little bit of sense and plan where to go into that home and when the best time is to go in and surprise people. So, you don't want to be outgunned. That's what it comes down to. And something like this would pretty much put you at the top of the food chain. You're not going to be outgunned probably if you have an AR-15 and you have a standard capacity magazine. It's going to put you right there with them to some extent, at least on an even par with your firearm. It might be multiple assailants, but you're going to be as ready as you can be in terms of what your firearm choice is.